What if I told you that Jesus came to abolish religion? What if I told you that voting Republican really wasn't his mission? And what if I told you Republican doesn't automatically mean Christian, and just because you call some people blind doesn't automatically give you vision? I mean, if religion is so great, then why has it started so many wars? Why does it build these huge churches but then fails to feed the poor? Tell single mums God doesn't love them if they've ever had a divorce. But in the Old Testament, God actually calls religious people whores. Religion might preach grace, but another thing they practice. They tend to ridicule God's people. They did John the Baptist. They can't fix their problems, and so they just mask it, not realising religion is like spraying perfume on a casket. You see, the problem with religion is it never gets to the core. It's just behaviour modification, like a long list of chores. Like, let's dress up the outside and make it look nice and neat. But it's funny because that's what they used to do to mummies while the corpse rots underneath. Now, I ain't judging, I'm just saying, quick to put on a fake look. Because if there's a problem if people only know you're a Christian by your Facebook. I mean, in every other aspect of life, you know that logic's unworthy. It's like saying you play for the Lakers just because you bought a jersey. But you see, this was me too, but no one seemed to be on to me, acting like a church kid while it into celebrity. You see, on Sunday I'd go to church, but Saturday getting invaded, act as if I was simply created just to have sex and get wasted. You see, I spent my whole life building this facade of neatness. Now that I know Jesus, I posted my weakness. Because if grace is water, then the church should be an ocean. It's not a museum for good people, it's a hospital for the broken. Which means I don't have to hide my failure, I don't have to hide my sin. Because it doesn't depend on me, it depends on Him. Because when I was God's enemy, and certainly not a fan, He looked down and said, I want that woman. Which is why Jesus hated religion, and for it He called them fools. Don't you see so much better than just following some rules? Now, let me clarify. I love the church, I love the Bible, and yes, I believe in sin. But if Jesus came to your church, would they actually let Him in? As you remember, He was called a glutton and a drunkard by religious men. But the Son of God never supports self-righteousness, not now, not then. Back to the point. One thing is vital to mention. How Jesus and religion are on opposite spectrums. You see, one, the work of God, but the other is a man-made invention. You see, one is the cure, but the other is the infection. You see, religion says do, Jesus says done. Religion says slave, and Jesus says son. Religion puts you in bondage, while Jesus sets you free. Religion makes you blind, and Jesus makes you see. Which is why Jesus and religion are two different clans. Religion is man searching for God. Christianity is God searching for man. Which is why salvation is freely mine, and forgiveness is my own. Not based on my merits, but Jesus' obedience alone. Because He took that crown of thorns, and the blood dripped on His face. He took what we all deserved, and I guess that's why you call it grace. And while being murdered, He yelled, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And when He was dying on that cross, He was thinking of you, and He absorbed all of your sin and buried it in the tomb. Which is why I'm kneeling at the cross saying, come on, there's room. So, as for religion, no, I hate it. In fact, I literally resent it. Because when Jesus said, it is finished, I believe He meant it.